I'll sort of lead us. I'll guide you through this process.
Excellent. All right. Well, we are go.
All right. Welcome to our podcast, as of yet named. I am Tucker Maltby. With me is my good, close, personal friend. I'd say
that's
that we're close and personal, but
yeah,
Marcus Whitted.
That's fine.
Marcus, welcome to your house.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Welcome to our podcast.
It's very nice to be here. The air conditioner's running, so it's comfortable.
Yes.
My pants are a little tight, but
well, the purpose of this, I know it's kind of cliche that everyone these days has a podcast. This is really just an excuse for me to talk about comics for an hour with someone, so I never get to do it. So, let's start off today. Just tell me what you did this week, Marcus. What are you reading? What are you watching? What do you listen to? What do you do?
Well, I haven't gotten it yet, but I bought the Green Lantern trade, it's like volume 4 or something like that, but it carries on from number 21 through 27, the continuation of Jeff Johns' last comic, more or less, but yeah, doing that.
Don't you have single issues of that?
Yeah, I've got single issues from Recharge all the way till Jeff Johns' last, number 20.
Yep. So, those are good.
Yeah, it's my favorite run. It's what got me into comic books, and so I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
And what got you out of comic books? Because you don't like them anymore.
Well, I got married.
Oh, it's your wife's fault, what you're saying.
No, not exactly. It's her fault.
Divorced.
But I still love her.
I'm going to edit that out. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, I've been checking out a lot of the Star Wars stuff. I'm super pumped about that. Mm-hmm. And all the upcoming movies and so forth. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, as for me, I watched the Justice League Gods and Monsters. I think yesterday is when I watched it. Have you heard about it?
No, I haven't.
It's a new animated thing from DC. You know how The Flash and Green Lantern, the originals, they redid them?
Yeah.
To make Hal Jordan and Barry Allen. Well, it's sort of like that, but they did a darker version of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, where they're really dark and gritty, and it's very violent, but it's animated by the same people who did the Justice League cartoon, that Bruce Timm style of animation. So it's that style, but people are getting murdered. And it's really good.
Is it coming out like a cartoon, weekly, or is it coming out in
it's
movie
a movie
form?
It came out, they did 3 little clips for Machinima, the YouTube channel, and then they have an hour or something movie. It comes out next week. I think it's available digitally now, or you can find it other places, in quotes, wink wink.
Wink wink.
Which is how I found it. I also got X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue cut.
Yeah, what's different about that?
Barely anything. I think there's a scene at the beginning where they're talking about time travel, and it's well, what if you change the past and we don't exist anymore? And it's shut up.
So basically, they just threw Rogue on the front, gave him cool looking suits to make you think that it was going to be new, and then
there's that scene where Kitty gets clawed by Wolverine, and she's oh my god, my side.
Yeah.
Well, after that, they go and get Rogue, bring her back, and they switch places. And that's basically what's different. And the other difference is, spoiler, Iceman dies when they go and get her.
Oh, that's okay.
Which is cool, because he actually ices up, and he's fighting these Sentinels. They're yeah! And then he gets fuck you, Iceman. He basically melts. They shoot 3 Sentinel beams at him. Then seconds later, Magneto kills all of them. And it's what the heck?
Conveniently timed.
And it's neat because that scene is done cutting back and forth from the scene in the past where he goes to get his helmet. So there's 2 different break-ins and break-outs going on at the same time, which is kind of neat. But yeah, it's fun.
So it's not a total loss, at least.
Right.
That's cool.
But after I saw that, it got me thinking how how much. Now, you know that scene at the end of the Avengers 2 when they all assemble, like the new Avengers?
Yeah.
How cool would it have been if, like, Beast was there? Like, Kelsey Grammer's Beast, just, like, hops in and he's like, hey guys, what's going on? For those who don't, well, because Beast used to be in Avengers, is why I said that. I just don't say that because I love Beast, but I just thought that would be really neat if, like, the X-Men could be in the Avengers. It's just like,
that'd be really cool. Now, are they not able to because of, like, the Fox or whoever?
Because Fox owns the rights to X-Men. Marvel doesn't anymore.
So they're screwing us comic book nerds out of a great movie because they can't get over themselves.
Right. I just thought that would be really cool.
Thanks, Fox.
Because they were all predominantly, like, wearing red, and it was like that pop of blue all of a sudden. It's like, there's Beast.
Yeah.
And I just in my pants. I've also been getting into Magic the Gathering.
Nice.
A friend got me into it, but I can't find anyone to play with.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I bought a deck builder's kit, and I built 2 decks, and I'm just sitting at home playing with myself. So you
typically play Magic with yourself? And
when I'm at home, I'm usually playing with myself.
You like to cast your own spells? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would play Magic with you for that reason. Or I would just watch.
It's fun.
Yeah. I've always liked the cards, but I've always been afraid that if I got into that or World of Warcraft, that it would just completely consume my life, and I would do nothing else, and I would lose my job and everything, and that would be all I did.
See, I don't have much to lose in my life, so...
I play Minecraft, and that's bad enough.
Yeah.
And it's pretty close to that, but I can at least still go to work.
Yeah, my friend's trying to get me into World of Warcraft, too.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would get into it, but I need a better computer. So once I get a better computer, I probably will.
You can probably steal those.
Yeah.
Easily.
I probably can't play World of Warcraft on a Mac.
Yeah. They're pretty terrible.
Well, I don't know about that. But I like mine.
I'm very opinionated and biased.
That's okay. I forgive you. Okay, let's get into our topics for the day.
Oh, topics.
So Ant-Man came out last week. I saw it. I've seen it twice.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I've just been a slacker. Not because I don't want to. I've just been a slacker.
So I'm going to talk about it a little bit, spoiler free.
Cool.
It's good.
Oh.
End of review.
I saw that there were at least 2 guys in it.
For a movie, a little history on it. Edgar Wright, director of Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead.
Great movie.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Another great movie. Wow.
Wrote it for like 6 years. Worked on the script, did all the pre-production. He mapped out all the action sequences because they had to like pre-render all that stuff. Then like days before shooting, he dropped out because of creative differences with Marvel. And some other guy stepped in, and everybody, including myself, thought it was going to be crap because of that. 'Cause that's usually what happens. That was what happened on X-Men 3. We all know how good that movie is.
It's got Kevin Bacon in it. It's not that bad.
That's First Class.
That was a joke.
That was First Class.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
X-Men. You nerd, get out of your house.
Sorry. X-Men 3 was an abortion. I remember. I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay.
First Class is all right.
Yeah, First Class is pretty cool.
But anyway, Ant-Man.
Kevin Bacon.
It's actually pretty good.
Did you say Banana Man or Ant-Man?
I said both.
Banana Man. We'll go
Banana Man?
Banana Man.
Yeah. But yeah, despite those facts, it's a good movie. I'd say I liked it more than Avengers 2. That's personally me.
Really? Wow. Now, did they use the script and everything that he wrote up, or did they get a whole new...
No, they rewrote the script based on his script. So they're like, in the credits, it's like Edgar Wright and the guy he wrote it with are credited with the script writing. It's like Adam McKay and Paul Rudd rewrote the script.
Adam McKay did Step Brothers.
Yep.
Great job on it.
It's a good movie.
Good action movie.
I thought it was a thriller.
Boats and hoes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really good. There's
Cool.
some really good scenes that I
forward
can't
to
talk
seeing
about with you. There's one particular scene when he goes on his practice heist, which is really good.
Very cool.
And yeah, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10.
Awesome.
It's not perfect, but well, I don't like rating movies like that, but it's like up there on my list of Marvel movies.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have to admit I didn't really expect it to be that cool. Like
I don't overhype it.
I still haven't seen it, but I don't know. I've through the previews and everything, does it seem like it would be cool? But I also like the fact that it seems like they can poke fun at their own ideas a little bit, like Ant-Man name and stuff like that. That's cool, but I obviously haven't seen it and haven't had the highest opinion so far, but I really want to see it still. So.
Right.
It's good to know it's not crap.
Right. I just realized I was going to have you look up those Apocalypse pictures, and we never did.
Let's just have a peek right
yeah,
now.
I think it was over Comic-Con, they released high-res pictures of Apocalypse, how Apocalypse will work. And I've seen them. I have an opinion on it. I want Marcus to look at them. And
okay, what should I search?
just put Apocalypse. I'm sure it'll be one of the first ones. Then go to images. Put Apocalypse movie then.
All we're finding is pictures of decimated large towns, and that's
Hope
it.
these people know what Apocalypse is. Put X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, let's see. X-Men Apocalypse movie 2016. We'll go all out. There we go.
Yeah, there is he.
Okay. So is it the stretchy neck
I wish.
The Rock right there? Because that would be amazing.
That's not. Can you go to web? Just click on web.
The
Set
web.
of images. Maybe that'll take us to it. There. Check out high resolution X-Men Apocalypse photos right there. The bigger one.
Right there. Is that Nightcrawler I see
Yeah,
there?
that's Nightcrawler. There's all the Boogie Boys.
Oh, it's that one guy.
So there's a picture of Mystique and Quicksilver looking at each other.
Yeah, and we got the Professor X
then
with
by
hair.
Cerebro.
Yeah, why does Professor X has hair? Huh.
Yeah, he had hair in the last one.
I guess. There's that other white guy. Oh.
There's Storm.
Storm
So
looks pretty
Storm
cool.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they gave her the mohawk, finally.
Yeah, that's kind of
That
cool.
makes sense because it's going to take place in the 80s, so.
Right. The 80s were a good time.
Cyclops.
Oh, little Cyclops. He's a little, like, prepubescent right there, sort of.
Yeah.
Is that Jean Grey?
Jean Grey.
Played by a new girl. Hopefully she can act a lot better
She plays Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
There's Jubilee.
Wow, that actually looks really accurate and not too comic-y. That's cool. Dang.
Got Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler looks really cool.
Oh, they don't have the Apocalypse picture.
All right, we're going to find this.
There it is.
That?
That's it. Click on it. Click
Okay, I saw a picture of that the other day, and I don't know. Kind of. Oh my gosh, Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's old news.
Is that a real picture, or is that like
That's not a real
dubbed?
picture.
Okay.
Okay, there's Apocalypse. What do you think of him? Let's have we talk a little bit more about this. I know it's one picture, and what really matters is what he looks like in motion when he's actually acting, not a still image. But
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of comparisons online to Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a picture of that the other day, and I thought it was kind of a joke, and
No, that's real.
kind of giggled at it. And I'm still looking at it here, hoping it's a joke, and still kind of giggling, because it looks pretty stupid.
It does look very stupid.
Yeah, it just looks like they painted an old man blue and gave
And
him
like
Predator
he's like
dreadlocks.
the shortest one out of all of them too. So he's not even like a big Apocalypse. Like in my mind, they could have just done what they did with Thanos and made him CG, made him huge and bulky.
Yeah, that's what he should be. I mean, he should be like 7 feet tall or something like that,
When
isn't
you
he?
see Apocalypse, he's supposed to be like scared.
I feel
he's
like
a big guy and he messes stuff up.
I feel like what's his face from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm totally blanking on a name, but I feel like he looked like even twice as big as this dude.
Ronan?
Yeah, Ronan. And this is just I'm not a fan of this.
I'm not either.
I'm just assuming that these are going to fall in line. Maybe everything else is going to be cool, and he's going to be terrible in it.
Scroll down and see if they have. That's who's playing them. Doesn't even look like him. And Olivia Munn's playing Psylocke.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, she looks like exactly like it in the pictures. Like her outfit's like exactly like it. But yeah, Ivanus. I almost called him Ivanus. Apocalypse. He's not very good. See if you can enlarge it, and it'll show the whole picture. No, it's just that one picture. Because it had Psylocke in that picture with him, and apparently his horsemen are going to be Magneto, Archangel, Psylocke, and Storm. Which are like... Usually there are like some weird people who are in with them, but...
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I was really hoping that was just a goofy picture when I saw it the other day, so...
Here, click that first one.
This one?
5 exclusive photos. Maybe it'll have there. See, there's Psylocke.
Yeah, she looks cool. But he's, again, small.
There's the whole picture.
He's like not even bigger than
Storm's
Psylocke.
taller than him.
Okay. Well, I feel like, to me, this looks like, it looks like you and I, when we were like 12, were given millions of dollars to make a movie, and these are the people we decided to put in it. And this is what we would have done.
I think I would have had a better idea for Apocalypse at 12 than they did.
Well, let's scroll it back to like 5. How about that? We were both 5, and we were both given
I was a newborn.
$1 million. Oh, there they are. They're talking. Oh, no, not that guy.
He's the one who did the first 2.
Okay, yeah.
And he did Days of Future Past.
Didn't he do the Superman movie with
Superman
way
Returns?
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he left X-Men 3 to do Superman Returns.
Yeah, well, they should have stayed with it. Because, that looks even worse. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah.
I judge now and hope for the best later, but...
But I will reserve my final decision till I actually see him moving around. Because when I first saw, like, Heath Ledger's Joker, I thought it looked pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And this looks pretty dumb. But that guy's a good actor, so we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, indeed we will.
That's that. So let's move on from X-Men Apocalypse. Let's talk about the Batman vs. Superman Comic-Con stuff.
Okay.
What did you think of that?
That was pretty cool. I think so far the only thing I've seen that I haven't really liked is I hope that Batman's voice isn't like completely generated and rough like it sounded. Mm-hmm. It sounded like he had like built into a suit, maybe like a voice thing when he's like, "Do you bleed?" the type thing. Mm-hmm. That scene was kind of cool. It was all right. I still don't like Ben Affleck and think he's a terrible actor, except for like once or twice.
Wait, have you seen the Comic-Con?
I did. That looked
with
great.
Wonder Woman and stuff?
I did see all that stuff. So the Comic-Con trailer was awesome. Right. And everything else that I've seen up to that point, except for like that one scene, I thought looked really cool.
Right.
So I have hopes that it's going to be a good movie, despite my dislike for Ben Affleck.
Right.
But, yeah.
See, I'm in the camp that I completely hated Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And when the first trailer was for Batman versus Superman was like meh, and then I saw this one and I was like, okay, you're tricking me into liking this.
Yeah.
Because it was really there was a lot of cool stuff that happened in it, all the fighting and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think
a lot of action.
Now, isn't this supposed to be? Or I think I saw part of the trailer where it was like Bruce Wayne is like down on the ground during the big fight, during like Man of Steel or something like that. Okay, and so that's how it spiraled. I haven't really looked into the storylines much for any of these movies because I kind of like to be surprised. It's the same way with Star Wars.
Right.
Like I've watched all the trailers and everything like that, but I don't really want to know what's going to happen until I see the movie because I really like being surprised. But from what I've gathered, yeah, it's like that, and then Batman gets kind of pissed at Superman, and everybody starts hating on him and stuff.
They fight. They're gonna fight in the movie. Everybody, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Somebody's
They're
going
not
to get
having a hot
pregnant.
dog eating contest.
They might.
They're actually, if they did, if they weren't going to fight at all, and all this footage was fake, it was a 2-hour hot dog eating contest, I would watch that movie.
I'd still watch it.
I watch it every day.
You see, like, it starts out with Batman prepping. He's driving around town in his Batmobile, munching on a hot dog, takes a drink of water, and then he pulls up.
They're just like nothing at all. They're just like driving. He's flying, and they both land, and it's just like his face, and it pans out as a picnic table with hot dogs on it. They're like, let's do this.
And even though it's completely different company,
And
Apocalypse
then
is there.
Batman's like, what's the kryptonite that takes away his powers? Gold? It's like gold kryptonite. You can't eat your hot dog super fast now. Like, oh, yeah, and then he like takes his belt off. No hot dog eating gadgets. And they're like, and they start eating hot dogs for 2 hours. Then right at the end, they kiss. Right when you think the movie's over, they kiss on the mouth. Like it's like that scene from the Avengers when it says Avengers Assemble, but it cuts off the assemble, and then it's like
Avengers
they're
ass.
just about to kiss, and then they fade to black. Cut to black. Abruptly. And everybody's like, no! What?
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah. Terminator
Bum,
2
bum,
theme
bum.
plays as the credits roll. Yes.
Okay, so what?
Yes.
We were talking about Batman and Superman, right? Is that where we went with
I think
this?
we just said everything that needs to be said. What do you think of Wonder
think
Woman?
you're
Do you
right.
think she'll be good or what?
I don't know. I think she looked really cool. They did a really cool job of like mixing comic book and like real life, because some suits in the comic book often look really cool, but then when you redo it like exactly how it is from the comic book into like a movie, it looks really stupid for some reason. Mm-hmm. So they did a really good job of like combining the two and make it look good but still comic-y. So I like that.
Yeah, I think she looks good. For some reason, they're going to fight.
Yeah.
I heard Aquaman's and I didn't see him at all in the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't see. I think pretty much the only person they really previewed in that was Wonder Woman, aside from Batman
And Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. So it looks like it could be cool. Again, I have high
some
hopes.
people complaining that his wig looks really fake.
Yeah, I thought
It's just like
he kind of looked
he's
weird.
worn
But
wigs in other movies too. So
I feel like Batman looks kind of old man fat too, but still
that's
strong.
What they're going for.
But-
It's like he hasn't been Batman for a while. So they're going for.
Oh, he has been Batman. Okay, well,
He had been Batman and then he like retired.
okay. Well, if that's the case, then that makes sense. It
That's
looks
why
pretty
he's
cool.
A little bit gray, and he has sort of his Dark Knight Returns looking outfit too.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, I have part of me has no hope for it, and then the other half of me has high hopes and hoping to be surprised.
I will see it. It'll probably be bad because because Man of Steel sort of ruined it for me.
Yeah. See, I liked Man of Steel, outside from the outrageous destruction of the city through their fight and everything like that.
And I've heard that they can't do the Marvel thing where nobody gets hurt at all. Like in the Avengers, like big epic fight in New York and nobody gets hurt
Yeah.
because Marvel does that. So DC has to do something else. So it's like we have to be realistic. We have to say 2 Supermen are fighting in a city, people are gonna die.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're gonna do that, why do it with Superman? Superman is the character who's like supposed to inspire hope. Did you feel hopeful throughout that entire movie? Ever?
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt. It's like if Superman is so intelligent and he is the guy that he says he is, why didn't he just take him out to the middle of the ocean? All you're going to kill there is like whales and stuff.
And I've said this a lot of times. It's like, remember that scene where he like flies up in the outer space and hits like a Wayne Tech satellite and goes directly back down to Metropolis from outer space. And it's like, you know how hard that is to like plot the trajectory to hit a city you were just in?
Yeah.
And it's like,
I guess when you're Superman,
you can't. You aim for the city you're just trying to escape from.
aim for the city, we'll kill them all, and then I'll rescue them. Well, maybe that's why everybody's so pissed off now, because they've realized, after watching the movie of that stuff happening, that they realize Superman's a total D-bag.
Right.
And they want him dead.
Right. I would. I forgot what I was going to say. But, yeah, the fighting scenes are like Like that one in Smallville, it's just like blurry. It's not a good fight scene.
Yeah, a lot of shaking. That movie really, really pressed my
Like
tolerance
up
for
until
the
like
shakes.
that part, I liked it. Just like this isn't a good fight scene. Just because you're blurring around,
Yeah,
hitting people doesn't make it a good fight scene.
I felt like it was kind of cool that he ended up like snapping Zod's neck, or to end it, because he kind of didn't really have another way out, sort
Right.
of, and you had to do what was the better thing. Superman never said that he would never kill anybody either.
Right.
So I think it was I like the aspect of he is a Boy Scout, but he's not the perfect Boy Scout, and he still can make tough decisions when he has to.
Right.
I thought that part was pretty cool.
Right.
But
Like I've heard it said that like Superman is like the adult and we're like children. Like he doesn't have to kill us because he's a million times stronger than us.
mhm.
But like Zod was another adult. And it's like he made his choices, and he had to like. He wasn't a child.
Right.
He had to be disciplined.
Right. Instead of being put into a
Time
mirror
out.
glass out in space, he just ended it so he can't
Right.
come
You
back.
couldn't put him in the Phantom Zone. He was never gonna be a good boy, so we had to get a spanking, a neck spanking.
Neck spanking. So that was cool.
Right.
Neck spankings are cool.
I'll give you a neck spanking. All right. I think that's about it on that topic. How about Suicide Squad? You saw that?
I did.
You know much about Suicide Squad?
Not really.
I don't really know that much about it either.
I don't either. I have far less hope for that movie than I do the Batman Superman movie.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like Will Smith needs to stop acting.
Oh, you don't like Will Smith?
Not anymore. Like, he was great in Fresh Prince, and I feel like the last good movie, or at least halfway decent movie that he made, was either I, Robot or I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he's been the same guy, the same facial expressions and everything for every movie he's been in. He's just a brooding, emotional adult guy.
Right.
And
You've
I've
seen
had enough.
that meme? It's like making fun of him. What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? And then it's like, what if he said that in every movie he was in? It's like, what are we, some kind of Star Wars: The Force Awakens? What are we, some kind of Jurassic World? Yeah, I think it looks fun.
I like,
I
aside
think if they're
from...
gonna go dark and gritty for the DC movie universe, Suicide Squad's dark and gritty.
Yeah, and I feel like aside from Will Smith, Harley Quinn looks really cool. I feel like she's perfectly cast. Still don't know how I feel about the Joker. I feel like Joker's a little bit much, but I'm like you. I thought that about Heath Ledger too. I thought that was going to be the biggest disappointment of movie history, but it turned out to be great. So I'm holding out a little hope, but I just really don't want to see Will Smith's face.
Yeah, I am reserving judgment for the Joker because the Joker's been different every time he's been on screen, and people are like, "You shouldn't have tattoos." It's like every time he's been on screen, he's been different. Like even in Batman, the old Adam West Batman's Joker was different than all these guys.
Yeah,
and they've all been like different archetypes. Like, he was the clown. Jack Nicholson was a gangster. Heath Ledger was an anarchist, and now he's, I'm assuming he's just a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like a serial killer or something. He's like completely insane.
Yeah. I get that. So far I really haven't not liked the Joker.
Right.
Like, anytime I've ever seen it.
And Mark Hamill was the Joker.
Yeah. Mark Hamill's my favorite. He is by far like the perfect embodiment of the Joker. I love his voice and everything, but yeah, I've never not liked the Joker. They've always done, even that goofy Adam West Batman Joker was still
his mustache painted.
Yeah. He was still cool.
He had like the Joker in the Adam West show, not cartoon. He had a mustache on under his face plate, so if you got did a close up, you could like see his mustache. It just had a white over it.
It's awesome. Yeah. So even that, I didn't even really like the Adam West Batman that much. It was just a little too campy for me.
Right.
And I know what it is. It's cool for what it is, but yeah. So even out of all that, I really liked the Joker. So, Hopefully they don't strike out.
We'll see. Now we're talking about the Joker, and he's probably going to be in like 1 or 2 scenes of Suicide Squad.
Probably.
What do you think of everybody else? Because they didn't show that many other people. Killer Croc's in it. What do you think?
I did see that. He looked pretty cool. I always really liked when he was very crocodile-like in the comic books, but again, translating that into a movie, I feel like it's really hard, and it looks like they did a really cool job of that. So he looks like
it's some sort of mix of practical and CG.
Yeah.
Maybe he's all practical. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So that looks cool. I mean, all the other characters seem really cool in it.
I mean, a lot of them I didn't know who they are.
Right.
El Diablo is one.
Was he the dude with like a painted skull on his face or something?
Yeah, he was the one. I think he was the one who had like the matches and he has like full body tattoos. And then there's a guy named Slipknot who just has like a gun.
Yeah.
It's a Suicide Squad, so some of these characters are just there to die.
Right. Now is
And Captain Boomerang's in it. Which I'm excited about because I'm a big Flash guy.
Yeah.
So you just call it Boomerang.
Is now the other thing I haven't really looked into it either. Is the Suicide Squad an older comic, or is that something that's fairly new within the last 15 years or something?
I'm not sure. It might be a 90s
Let's
thing.
have a peek. Suicide Squad.
Dead air. That's what they like on podcasts.
Absolutely. All right. The Suicide Squad, also known as Task Force X, is a name for 2 fictional organizations appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. The first version debuted in The Brave and the Bold, number 25, in 1959.
1959.
Wow. Then the second version created...
Is not new.
Right. The second, created by John Ostrander, debuted in Legends number 3 in 1987. So, yeah, they've been around for a while.
I'm sure the roster's changed a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's a lot of characters I don't know in it.
Right.
A lot I don't care about.
Yeah, same here.
People I hope survive. I hope Harley survives.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Captain Boomerang survives. Don't really care about many other people. Will Smith's version looks kind of dumb. Because he's probably not going to wear his helmet. And I really hate that when actors are like, I want to show my face, so I'm never going to wear my mask / helmet / anything.
Yeah, like in Spider-Man 3 with Venom. Every time he talked, his mask had to cut back, and you had to see Topher Grace's stupid face.
At least, like in Iron Man, at least it's like you have a reason. It like goes inside his helmet, and you can see it. He's not opening every like 10 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I think every superhero movie does that. Like Captain America, and he takes his helmet off a lot, but he keeps it on.
Right. He wears it when he's supposed to.
But it's just a helmet, so
yeah, it's
bound to come off.
Right. So yeah.
But Thor wore his helmet once in the first movie, and he's never put it on ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, again, other than Will Smith and my questioning of whether or not the Joker will be any good or not, I think it has potential, but again, I'm not holding my breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are we looking on time? I'm shooting for an hour, but if I run out of topics, we can just stop.
We have 33 minutes.
Okay. I read a rumor that Space Jam 2 will star LeBron James.
I just happened to see that yesterday.
So stupid. I saw Evan's sad update about it. Nobody wants to see Michael's crusty ass.
That's true.
Like the kids today even know who Michael Jordan is. Besides Hanes t-shirt commercials.
Probably not. They probably just wonder who that dude with the Hitler mustache in the commercials are.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, jury's out on that. I think it's going to be the best movie. It's going to be the season blockbuster. It's going to be the greatest thing we've ever seen. I think a lot of people are going to get pregnant to that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I did.
It's going to be a lot of Scrabble.
Came out in the 90s, so I was probably in like 3rd grade.
Yeah, a lot of Scrabble being played when that movie's playing. So,
right. Space Jam was the first DVD our family ever owned. Did you know that?
I did
Fun
not
fact
know
about
that.
Tucker, put it on my wiki. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
First DVD. I watched it a lot because it was the only one we had for a while.
When did that movie even come out?
In the 90s. 90s
You know,
something.
A deep dark fact about myself that I will reveal on the air today is I did not see Space Jam until like all the way through until like last year.
What?
Yeah. I had always seen
Note
parts
to
of
myself, editing a door slamming and me storming off here. Not in that order.
I have always seen parts of it, but I've never fully watched it from fart to beginning.
Fart
To beginning.
to beginning to end.
From
Fun
beginning-
fact about Marcus, he farts before every movie. Every movie I've ever seen him with.
It just makes me less nervous, and it, yeah.
It calms his nerves. He gets him in the movie mindset.
It prepares the way for the popcorn.
Right. He gets so excited about that popcorn, squeakers come out.
Yeah.
So it'll just be the same movie. What if it's just the same movie, same plot? It's just like, what if it's the exact same movie, but they edit out Michael and put in LeBron?
That'd be awesome. And Danny DeVito is in there for real.
And they do Bill Murray plays himself again, but it's just the older version of him.
That's my eye. Yeah. And he's got a sidekick that's a groundhog.
No! Okay. What else do I have? Have you watched Arrow?
No.
First season's kind of rough. Season 2, like mid-season with all the Deathstroke stuff, it's really good. I've been watching it. And they're on season 4 right now. And they just cast a bunch of characters. Anarchy will be on it. Baron Blitzkrieg. Vandal Savage is going to be the villain for they're doing a Legends of Tomorrow. It's like a mini-series that like crosses over the two. Damien Dark, and the one I'm excited to see is Mr. Terrific's going to be on it.
Interesting. My wife likes it. She's watched a lot of it. But I'm kind of I'm a big-time TV superhero hater.
Really?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the DC Universe TV stuff is better than the movies, in my opinion, but I don't like Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And by saying that, I know there's only been one DC Universe movie, Man of Steel, for their universe, but I like their TV more.
Green Lantern never counted. That movie is gone forever.
I don't count it.
And every time I think about that, every time I think about the Green Lantern movie, I want to choke a baby seal.
And don't go to aquarium with Marcus and mention Green Lantern ever.
I killed a beluga whale one time.
And we had to leave immediately.
I made out with a hippopotamus.
He does not. Okay, first of all, I said aquarium. There are not hippos at the aquarium.
There's water.
Okay. Fun fact about Marcus. He believes anywhere there's water, there's hippos. But yeah.
I do.
I say try it. Have you watched some Arrow, or do you just not like it?
I think I watched just a little bit of like the first, like an episode maybe of the first season, and I didn't really like it. I pass my judgments really, really quickly on shows like that, so that's one of my faults in life. But
yeah. Season 2, it gets really good, and it stays good.
Yeah. I might have to give it a try.
You have to like let it build like up your your connection to the characters, and then shit starts happening to them in season 2, and it's great.
I've heard a lot of good things about Daredevil, but
Daredevil's
I've not seen
awesome.
that. Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Get out of your house. Daredevil's like the best show ever.
I just haven't taken the time to watch it.
Right.
So.
Well, it's amazing. Daredevil's great. Mr. Terrific's going to be an Arrow. I really want to see him and Mr. Terrific fight it out.
I always did kind of like Smallville just a little bit when I was younger, but did it get worse as it went on? Because I feel like the more I watched it.
Smallville.
Yeah.
I started to watch it when like other superheroes started showing up at the end. Hawkman was on it. He looked really stupid.
Yeah. I always just kind of sang the theme song to myself. Somebody save me. Yeah, every time I watched it, because
Mr. Drip is in it. So I really want to see him like T-sphearing it up. I don't remember who's going to be on The Flash. Oh, Atom Smasher's going to be on The Flash, so they might be setting up like Justice Society or something.
That could be cool. Justice Society, like Jeff Johns' run. Aside from Green Lantern, that's one of my most favorite comics that I've ever read. I loved it. It was so cool. But
you know you know a lot about wrestling, right?
Yeah.
You know who the Edge is?
Uh-huh.
He's playing Atom Smasher.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
What the heck?
That's my phone. Yeah, that could be all right. The Edge is pretty cool, and he's old enough now that he should retire.
Oh, Jay Garrick's going to be on it too, on the Flash TV show. The Flash show's pretty good start to finish.
Yeah.
Because they had Gorilla Grodd in it.
Mm-hmm.
The Gorilla Grodd episode is great because he actually is on there. He's all CG, which is like probably their whole budget, which is probably what some of the episodes are kind of like Flash free because they had to use a lot of money on that episode. But that is a really cool episode.
Yeah, well, cool. Yeah, maybe they'll up to this point, aside from like the Batman movies or whatever, DC has just completely failed in the box office. So maybe they're building it up, like you said on the TV show.
I think the TV shows are better, to be honest. The Atom was on Arrow. Did you know about that, right?
Mm-mm.
He was on there. He was played by the guy who played Superman in Superman Returns. Silence your gosh darn phone.
Ryu wants out. Bad.
Yeah. They show a lot of like actual superheroes on the show, which is really cool. Because in Smallville, they didn't do it till like the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just kind of like a broody teen show, but, well.
I like it. I like both of them. I'm excited for Legend of Tomorrow. Poop. You don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter or anything like that, do you?
No.
Oh, that's fun.
Only because I had the same feeling of, I'm a jerk, and I had the same feeling about that as the Arrow or whatever.
Right. Agent Carter's great from start to finish. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I like it because it's canon. It's like in continuity. And so I like all of it. But the last 3 episodes are always like, oh my god! Craziness happens in the last 3 episodes. I was just like, oh, this show's okay for 20 episodes. And it's like, oh my god! Mama, get my diaper!
Yeah, I will attempt to spend more time watching those television shows.
You can try
see
them.
what happens.
I'm saying, I'm a big nerd, so I watch all of them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of dying right now because they're all up the air.
If I end up absolutely hating it, I'm going to beat you up on this podcast.
Okay. You heard it here first.
But if the police ever listen to this, I didn't do it.
Right. I agree. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
See that big gorilla come in here and beat me up, Marcus?
That gorilla was crazy.
That's what I saw.
He came from the aquarium. It was ridiculous.
The hippo drove him over here.
All hippos have cars.
Yes. Fun fact, all hippos have cars. Do you know that?
I did not know
They're
that.
powered by farts.
Ooh. Do you know how to get 4 elephants into a Mini Cooper?
Nope.
2 in the front, 2 in the back. You know how to tell if an elephant has been in the refrigerator?
No.
There's a footprint in the butter.
Marcus, you are fired.
You want to tell if there's 2 elephants in the refrigerator?
How?
You hear giggling.
What are these jokes? Did you write these?
No, I didn't write these, but you know how you can tell if there's 3 elephants in the
I
refrigerator?
don't really care.
It's getting kind of hard to close. You know how to tell if there's 4 elephants in the
I'm gonna to
refrigerator?
myself, edit all this out.
Do you know how to tell if there's 4 elephants in the refrigerator?
How?
There's a Mini Cooper parked out front.
Okay, it paid off. It paid off. You got me. You joked me.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus is now the leader of the podcast. He earned it with that joke. I didn't know where he was going. I thought he was being an idiot.
I was.
It paid off. We got 15 minutes left. I've got 2 topics left, and they're kind of my bare bottom of the
We're
barrel.
bare
topics.
bottom?
We're
We're going to talk about Tucker's bare bottom. All right.
For a
bend
clear
over.
visual, I'm not wearing pants or undies.
Yep, he's
Neither is
Commando.
Marcus.
Nope,
But
and
it's all easier to see Mike. He's so hairy.
we are naked.
Sitting on each other's laps.
Sitting on each other's laps.
Which is hard to imagine. Whose lap is sitting on whose? We're sitting on each other's laps.
Right. And the part of our butts that are on the chair, they're wooden chairs.
Right.
So now that you've got the visual, go ahead.
Okay. What I have Fantastic Four predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dragon Ball Super. I know you haven't seen any Dragon Ball.
I have watched all of Dragon Ball Abridged.
That's basically it. That's basically it.
Yeah. So and my friend is like my friend Trey is like crazy about Dragon Ball Z, so he's explained the storyline when it doesn't go along as it should. So yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Right. Dragon Ball Super just premiered in Japan.
Now is that the movie where Frieza comes back as like Gold Frieza or something like that?
It's a new series. It's not a movie.
Oh.
It takes place after the end of Dragon Ball Z. And I thought it was going to be a new story altogether, but what I was corrected very rudely on my Tumblr by some anonymous person, they said that they're expanding upon the movies. So the first 2 arcs are the Battle of the Gods movie, where Goku goes Super Saiyan God for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
The second arc is expanding upon the resurrection of F, which is the one with Frieza. So they're like retelling it with more. So it's basically the movie with filler episodes.
Okay.
And then the third arc is something that's brand new.
Very cool. Wasn't the return of F, wasn't that when Cooler brought back Frieza as like half robot or something like that?
No.
Or is that something else?
Resurrection of F is someone, they wish Frieza back to life.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like going to get his revenge on Goku.
Gotcha.
Basically. And like the gold version of him is like a new form that he's unlocked.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
Interesting.
That breaks all the rules of how the Dragon Balls work. Because you're not supposed to be able to wish someone back after like a year, and it's been like 12 or like 10 plus years since he died.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you know,
Their story.
Dragon Ball Z is not consistent on how anything works.
Right.
Throughout the entire series.
Yeah. Well, and if he'd gone to a different planet and used a different dragon in Dragon Balls, maybe it's slightly different rules.
Right. But, you know, Dragon Ball Z is like a relationship. It has its goods and its highs and its lows. You gotta accept it for its faults. And sometimes it screams and fights.
Yeah. Yep, I
that's
agree.
what we all watch it for. There's 3 main elements of a good TV show. Screaming, fighting, and explosions.
I agree.
Dragon Ball Z has all 3 of those.
It's got all 3 of those, yeah.
So you could say it's the perfect show.
Yeah.
Which I often do.
Right. I agree. And I've really enjoyed the abridged. Like, I think
Right, I've seen like every version of it. I got the big orange boxes. I've watched Dragon Ball Z Kai. I watched the abridged. I've seen Dragon Ball. I've seen Dragon Ball GT, which I have mixed feelings about.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I've heard Dragon Ball is adorable.
Dragon Ball is really
Goku.
fun. It does have some funny parts in it. The tournaments are the best part, though.
Yeah.
Because fighting.
Right. Fighting, explosions.
And my favorite tropes in anime are like when people have weird powers and you have to like think of a way to like beat their powers, and that's like what the tournaments are. Somebody has a weird ability and you have to like figure out a way to beat them.
Yeah.
That's like the best part.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd watch it if you are into it. Watch Dragon Ball. It's
I would
cool.
definitely check it out. Yeah. Again, that same friend.
And I used to have all Dragon Ball, but college happened and I didn't have a job and I had to sell my stuff. I did not sell Dragon Ball Z.
You're a wise man.
And
You should have sold your body before the other Dragon Balls, but
that's what I did after I sold Dragon Ball.
you should have tried that first. But I'll forgive
Right,
you.
I got more for the DVDs.
I would have paid you.
You're my only customer.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super, the first 3 episodes have just been like, Goku is a farmer now, and then Vegeta and his family go on vacation, and then it's like, the 3rd episode was like the before Battle of the Gods. So they're getting into the Battle of the Gods stuff right now.
So did Vegeta actually stay with Bulma and all that stuff? Interesting. So he didn't just knock her up and then run off and after Kakarot and yell at stuff. And
he's always yelling about something.
that's true. He is the greatest. He is the Prince of all Saiyans. The prophecy says that.
Well, I'm excited because August 7th, Resurrection of F comes out. It's only for like a week, so I'm going to see that probably in Bloomington.
It's actually coming out in theaters around here?
The English dub of it is coming out.
Very cool.
I'm excited. If anybody talks during that movie, I'm going to slit their throat.
You heard it here first, kids.
If somebody dies in a movie theater, which is not something you should joke about anymore, it was probably me with a knife. Or if you see me in Dragon Ball Z...
We are in California, by the way.
Do not...
Yeah, we're in California.
Do not talk during Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F.
I do have to say...
my poopy dookie.
I do have to say, my most favorite anime that I've ever seen, Attack on Titan.
That is great.
Love that show. I'm waiting for Netflix.
Have you seen it for the live-action movie?
No. Is it in production or is it done? Or
it's done. I just had a premiere for it not too long ago.
No,
the Japanese version.
I again didn't look into it very hard, but I thought that was just like an idea. I didn't know they were actually going through with it.
It's done.
Very cool.
It's like part 1 of. They haven't even finished the anime yet.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting on Netflix to finally continue on with more of the anime stuff, but
right, because they did those 2 parts, and then they're waiting for him to actually draw the manga and finish it and get ahead. Before they do more anime, because they don't want to do a bunch of filler episodes.
Like they do with Dragon Ball Z.
So they're waiting. So that they made a movie. Now they have to wait even longer for the movie. To wait for the anime. To wait for the manga. Wait for this guy who's probably stressed out a lot because he has all this pressure from everyone in existence.
Yeah.
Being like, finish so we can see.
So how many?
Just like, I kill all the characters.
It was probably the most intense first episode of any show I've ever seen. You know, the kids get to stand there and watch their mother being eaten by a giant, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's pretty intense, but yeah.
That's something we can talk about next week. You can watch that trailer and we can talk about it.
Awesome.
We're almost done. Let's just go over our Fantastic Four predictions real quick. What do you think? Have you seen anything on it?
Again,
are you excited? Are you not excited?
I've seen the previews and everything, and seen pictures and all that stuff. Seen the trailers. I think I said that already, but I've seen the trailers and stuff. It looks.
Have you seen the trailers?
I think I saw the trailers for that, and I've seen pictures of it and everything. It looks pretty cool. Again, like Batman, I'm holding out my reservations until I actually see the movie.
Right.
So obviously the first 2 or 3 or however many they made of those were terrible.
2. They made 2.
Yeah, I didn't like those. But Thing looks really cool. I like what they've done with Thing.
He doesn't have any pants on.
That's why I like it. So yeah, it looks like it could be cool.
See, I that sort of threw me. Like when he didn't have any pants on, he's just walking. There's that one scene in the trailer where he's just walking, didn't have any pants on.
He's got a rock ding dong.
He doesn't even have any ding dong. That's what the problem is.
Maybe that's why.
In my mind, he always wore pants, and I was like, he has to have like a rocky ding dong.
Either that or.
And now in this movie, he's like.
At least put the Speedo on him.
Right.
Maybe they will.
Maybe that's like his real motivation. All along, we never knew. Like he was fine being made of rocks. The problem was he didn't have a ding dong.
Yeah.
It's like Reed, he has to turn me back so I can.
I see that. I understand now. I think you're right.
It brings all new motivation to his character.
I agree.
And to his friendship with Reed. It's like, Reed, you need to help me.
Come on, guy.
Be a good wingman and give me my ding-dong back.
I could go out and live in the woods and be my own rocky self, but until you bring that thing back, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be fine being made of rocks as long as I had a rocky ding-dong.
Rocky ding-dong.
I might not be able to put it in anybody, but I could at least, like, have some private time. Make some pumice or whatever it is that comes out of there.
Yeah.
which is disgusting. But yeah, I mean, they haven't gotten Doctor Doom right yet. It looks like they ruined him again.
Probably. Yeah. If I go and watch it and it's terrible, I'm going to be... We went and saw The Happening when it first came out in theaters. And as soon as the movie was over with, there was this dude that was sitting down in front of us, one of like 4 people in the theater. And all the guy did was he just stood up and said, "That was awful!" and just walked out. I think that's what I'm going to do with any of these movies, but...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks... Fantastic Four looks kind of dumb. Their suits look kind of dumb.
Yeah.
The Thing doesn't have pants.
And no ding-dong.
And no ding-dong.
No ding-dong. It's not very
But I could be
anatomical.
completely wrong. It could be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Probably
the way I felt about Spider-Man 3, but that turned out to be like the coolest movie I've ever seen in my whole life.
Get out. Get out. Get out. I saw someone on Facebook was like, "I just saw Ant-Man, it was okay. I just saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 and it was awesome." And I was like, unfriend. I didn't like Amazing Spider-Man 2. Did you like it?
No, I didn't like any of those Spider-Man movies.
See, I liked Amazing Spider-Man 1. So I had hope that it would be better.
Mm-hmm.
His suit, because his suit was his first suit, so.
Right.
And the plot of the movie was fun because it felt like a supervillain plot. He's trying to turn people into lizards. He's the lizard. That's what he does.
Oh, you're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love both of those. I thought we were still talking about Tobey Maguire. No, I love the 2 new Spider-Mans. Those were cool.
I didn't like the second one.
Yeah.
We don't have time to get into it. We have 4 minutes. That's something else we can talk about.
Gwen Stacy dead.
But yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 I liked a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 I did not like a lot.
Yeah.
There was way too much going on. That's all I'll say about it right now. But let's get into
Each other.
the final segment of our show. Sounds of Marcus and I making out. No. That's for a different show. A private webcam show. No. At the end of the show, I want to try and give some comic suggestions for something I read. I read comics every week. I want to give at least one of something that I have read this week that was good, or a series that is good that you should read. This week, I've been reading a series from Image called Birthright. It's about, those fantasy movies where, a kid goes to, a fantasy realm and stuff. Sort of like Narnia or Never-Ending Story.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of something like that, only he, doesn't come back. And it's, his parents get, divorced and, all this stuff, and then he comes back, a year later, time moves different, and he's, this big, hulking, Conan the Barbarian-looking guy. And he's, has to hunt down these sorcerers or something. It's really good. The first trade is out. You can pick it up.
What was the name of it again?
Birthright.
Birthright. By Image Comics.
He's, this chosen one type character.
Very cool.
On Image Comics. Check it out on Comixology. Probably pick up the trade on Amazon. Go to Acme Comics in Bloomington. They'll probably have it.
Yep,
It's really good.
Most everything.
If you don't like it, return it. I don't care.
Or give it to me.
Give it to Marcus, because...
I won't pay for it, but I'll take it.
Right. You can just give it to him.
You can give it to me.
You can give him other things, too. Ask his wife first.
She's cool.
Do you have anything to suggest? You suggested... Justice which is a different book from Justice Society.
Yes.
By Jeff Johns.
It's about the Speed Force. That's why it's...
So fast. Said the title too fast.
Yeah, you said the title too fast, but yes.
Slow it down at home on your audio equipment, and you'll hear it.
You'll get it, and it makes perfect. You buy it, it's 5 seconds, but if you slow it down, it's a full hour.
Right.
Well, yeah, I would highly suggest the Justice Society Jeff Johns version. Very, very cool read. Jeff Johns is a really good writer, and he's got cool stuff.
Right. Green Lantern's also good.
Yep, Green Lantern's fantastic.
Basically, in my opinion, if Jeff Johns writes it, read it.
Yeah, I agree.
He did some Avengers stuff, which is okay, but it's still good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the Jeff Johns DC stuff. I would suggest start with Justice Society, and then if you don't like that...
He's doing Justice League right now, and I'm reading it. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, but and if you're going to start with Green Lantern, I would say start with Rebirth. Rebirth is really cool. So,
if you can't hear me nodding, I'm nodding.
He's nodding a lot.
Visual gags are not good on a podcast. All right. That's it for today. We got 30 seconds left. See ya I guess we're going to try and do this once a week. If it comes a week and we don't have enough topics, it'll be bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
So I'll see ya bi-weekly. Bye! Say goodbye, Marcus.
Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus. Goodbye, Marcus.